Okay, we're going to look at histograms. Histograms are basically the exact same thing as bar graphs. The only difference is that they include groups, or they're called intervals for each bar. So each bar is going to represent a group of numbers. So below, we're trying to figure out which of these histograms down here matches this data. Well, we can look, and all of our groups for the first section are any number between 800 and 899. So we're trying to figure out how many times that occurs. So if I look at my numbers up here, I can see I've got 1, 2, 3 numbers that occur between 800 and 899. So I need my bar in that first section to go up to 3, which tells me A cannot be right and D cannot be right. I'm looking for a height of 3. So then now I can go to my 900 to 999 section, and I see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers that are between 900 and 999. So I need a height of 5. So C right here checks out, and so does B down here. So I'm going to go to my next section, which is 1000 to 1099. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8 of those that are between 1000 and 1099. So I need my bar height on that one to be 8. I can see on B, it's only at 7. So my correct answer is C. So it's basically the exact same thing as a bar graph. We're going to look at two similar problems. The first one says a choir director made a histogram showing the ages of the members of the choir. Which statement about the data must be true? The first thing we're always going to do that helps us out a ton is we're going to go on all these bars and we're going to put the actual number on top. It's going to help us out a lot. So from 18 to 24, there's 15. From 25 to 31, there's 20. From 32 to 38, there's 5. And then so on, there's 10. There is 30, 0, 5, and 15. So much like dot plots, we're going to have to go down and prove each one of these to figure out which one the right answer is. So this says more than half of the members are from 46 to 73. Well, we're going to have to make a fraction. So to make a fraction, I'm going to add all those numbers up. And just to save us a little time, I will tell you that if I add all these up, there are 100 total. My denominator of my fraction is always the total. So from 46 to 73, that's going to be from right here, because this bar contains 46 to 52, and 73 is going to be all the way over here. So if I add all these numbers up to get the part that I'm looking for, I know that 30 plus 5 is 35, and 35 plus 15 is 50. Well, 50 out of 100 is exactly 1/2, which means this statement cannot be true. This says more than half, so that doesn't work. B says there are more men than women in the choir. Well, there's no way to know that. All we know is the ages of the people in the choir. Nothing on this graph tells us if they are men or if they're women. So I'm going to cancel out that. The C says the choir has a total of 100 members. Well, that is true, because when we added all these up earlier, we got 100. So C is probably going to be our right answer, but we're going to look at D. D says exactly 20 members are less than 32. Well, 32 is right here. So everything less than that, that's going to be 35, not 20. So D also does not work. Our correct answer has to be C. Okay, we're going to do one more question that's very similar. We're going to do the exact same thing we did on the last one. We're going to start off by putting the numbers on top. So I've got 5, 10, I've got 20, 10. That looks like let me draw a little line because I'm not totally sure. It looks like a 14, Then I've got to draw a little line over here too. It looks like a 3, a 4, and then an 8. So I'm going to go through and start trying to prove these questions just like I did before. I'm going to erase some of these lines so they don't get in our way. Okay. It says, based on the histogram, which is true, there were 15 swimmers who were younger than 30. Well, here's 30 right here. Anything younger than 30 would be over here. So the 20 to 24 section and the 25 to 29 section. Well, there was 10 here and 5 here. There's 10 between 25 and 29, and there's 5 between 20 and 24. So that is true. That's probably going to be our answer, so we'll come back to it. A total of 10 swimmers were 50 or older. Well, if I look, there's 50 or older. That's going to be more than 10, so B can't work. C says the total number of swimmers who are 40 years or older is less than the number of swimmers who are 29 or older. That doesn't work because 40 and older is going to be from here over, and 29 and older is going to be from here over. So there's more people that are 29 and older. And then we can tell just by looking, there's not going to be 70 people because I've got a lot of numbers that aren't going to add up to be a multiple of 10. So our answer, like we thought, was A. So on histograms, just like bar graphs, make sure you prove your answers. Make sure you write your tally above each bar. It will help you out a ton when you try to solve them.